Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Is AI coming to WWE? We know that WWE is driven by storylines, by narratives, by creative atmospheres and characters that the fans can invest in and draw into. That is the essence of WWE, and it's the essence of professional wrestling, is to tell great stories. That's why Andrew Schultz says WWE is culture, or culture is WWE, because it predicates off what's happening in the culture and how people are feeling, and then WWE sort of feeds off of that to create storylines that fans can invest in and buy into, and all these types of things. And usually those stories are written by other human beings who've lived in the world, who've done creative stuff outside of wrestling, who've done creative stuff in wrestling, and they're all brought together to write out storylines for characters that the fans can invest and buy into. And recently, those stories and those creatives haven't been very good. And WWE is on sort of a potential downward spiral, sort of, not really, but just based on ticket prices and the focus of TKO, it just seems like they don't care as much about the fan. And that is accurate, okay? You can say whatever you want about Vince McMahon, whatever you want, but he understood who his target audience was. It was families. And he always made ticket prices affordable for families to come to his show. That is not the same now. And what's your next step forward? Well, it's to eliminate people on your staff, to eliminate writers, to eliminate other unnecessary, quote-unquote, people in your workforce so you can maximize your profits. You can be greedy, even though fans are the most important part of a professional wrestling company, because if they don't come to the show, if they don't buy the tickets, if they don't invest in the storylines, if they don't buy the merch, then there is nothing. And so with all that said, there is a rumor that WWE has reportedly signed or has a contract with a writer AI, a platform which has been fed all WWE content to transition WWE into AI-based storytelling, which means AI will now produce maybe all, some, majority, half, a few base storylines, and that will eliminate the need for a writer, because if AI can do it, and AI knows everything. It knows what the fans want. It knows what the wrestlers want. It knows all these types of things. And it's been fed years and years and years of the best WWE content. What's really attached the fans to it. Then what do you need writers for? I'm not sure if I love this, right? The feeling is that, once the bugs are sort of worked out of this AI writer, it will have a major impact on storyline direction. Major impact. There was a rumor that the first thing that it fed out was reportedly bringing back Bobby Lashley, him returning to WWE as a wrestler who's obsessed with Japanese culture and history. I don't know if that would be good or not. Bobby Lashley works for AEW, so I don't think it's going to happen. But it's just interesting to think about where WWE storytelling might go. The good thing about WWE and professional wrestling, it's always going to be live people in the ring doing the thing, which I think is going to get increasingly more popular as more things become more AI produced, whether that be in other forms of entertainment, like music or movies. But professional wrestling is continue to become more popular. Maybe we're hitting a slow boom period here, but it will go back up. I mean, WWE is signed on Netflix. WWE is signed on ESPN. So the sort of the lull period is here, but it will pick back up when people realize that this sort of entertainment is as real as it gets. It's real people doing real stuff. And maybe the storylines you're watching were created by a computer. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens in the future. But I think it's important to note that some of the storylines that you will be watching and maybe investing into moving forward could have been written by AI, an AI writer that has been fed WWE content. And another really interesting thing that could potentially happen leading up to John Cena's final match is it is rumored that he might win the IC title, which means John Cena would have to wrestle Dominic Mysterio and beat Dominic Mysterio, and then it's rumored that John Cena will then wrestle for the IC title against Gunther. Gunther will then beat John Cena. He will win back his IC title, which he held for 600 days, and he'll probably hold that for a while until Gunther wants to jump back into the World Heavyweight Championship picture, which I don't think will be for a while. Well, it depends. It depends on if this Seth Rollins thing with the Vision is real, if his injury is real, if he's actually getting kicked out of the group, if it's all just sort of a double ploy play thing type stuff where they're trying to dupe CM Punk, or CM Punk's going to win the championship, or Rollins is going to have to vacate it, or he's really injured. Sort of depends on when Gunther returns and how he interjects himself in that. But it would be really interesting to see John Cena wrestle Dominic Mysterio, beat Dominic Mysterio, and carry that championship into his final match, which is more likely looking like it's going to be the return of Gunther that John Cena faces, which again could be for the IC title, and Gunther is the one really that made that IC title very, very prestigious again with his 600-day reign, and then Sami Zayn beat him, and now we're thinking Sami Zayn just lost the United States Championship to the returning Ilya Dragunov. Congratulations to Ilya on returning from injury. I love Ilya. Me, him, and Gunther wrestled a lot together when we were all in Germany. So shout out to Ilya. I'm glad you're healthy and back. And fuck yeah, that's awesome. So that means Sami Zayn no longer United States champion. I hope Ilya Dragunov continues to do the United States Open Challenge. That would be awesome. It's perfect for him. Dude loves to fight. So now that opens up Sami Zayn. A lot of people think that Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble. A lot of people think that Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble. I don't think Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble. If you asked me this 6 months ago, I might have said yes. I might have said that he's going to beat someone at WrestleMania for a world title. I'm not 100% sure about that. Depends on where Seth Rollins is and CM Punk is and Gunther is. But Gunther could have a great thing to sink his teeth into as the IC title, retiring Goldberg, retiring John Cena, and winning the IC title, and then moving on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, potentially. So that's all I got for you today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.